2-minute warning. Forget that. We'll just go now. Probably turn the volume down on some stuffs. What up, Twyla? Good morning. Oh, we're live on 2 channels. That's right. That's right. Howdy, folks. How's it going? How do I have more people over in the DirectV chat than Christopher Ruff? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Oh, no, that's the wrong channel. Katrina? Twyla? Moderators? What up? Who's the dumbass that comes in here saying I'm just trying to get more subs? Are you not paying attention, homie? I'm fucking losing subs doing all this. Let's see where we're at. I'll tell you guys right now. 89 more subscribers, and we'll see a significant number change on the channel. 89. So take a moment to unsubscribe. There's no time like now, you know, that kind of shit. Like, you can do it. You can unsubscribe. I lost you? Bro, I don't care if I lost you. Go away. Just unsubscribe. Be gone with your bad self. Bye, Felicia. See you later. See you never. To be fair, Freeman does a lot more than most Americans. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. Freeman's a fucking joke. I hope he comes in here. You were in here, Freeman, when I had the Aikens up here, or Steve and Deborah up here. So we'll see. Maybe he's probably not even awake. Actually, he doesn't even wake up this early. That motherfucker don't even get up till noon. 6:20 Arizona time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing this stream kind of early because I have some homies. I got some homies that are going to be here later this afternoon. We got some stuffs to do. Can't really tell you about all that, but just trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. You know, some things have shifted around a little bit. Some things have changed all over the place. The world is changing. Everything is changing. So just be mindful of that. I'm foreshadowing right now. I'm foreshadowing right now for those of you that are picking up and pay attention to how I talk and the things that I say and all that. Yeah, pay attention. I'm foreshadowing some shit. But anyway, let's get on to the main subject of the live stream. Today is all about James Freeman and how much of a fucking piece of shit scumbag that he is. And he actually doesn't give a fuck about none of you. And if you dare call him out or question anything that the Royal Highness redhead fucking stepchild says, well, we are going to set you up. What do I mean by this? James, you weren't very slick when you text Steve and you asked him to go on Bow's channel. The moment that you did that and Steve reached out to me and said, hey, what do you think about this guy Bow's channel? Should I go up there? Oh my God. Let me tell you, Steve knows all about Bow now. He's not going to go up on that channel. Your little fucking game that you were going to play with this pastor and his wife that asked you for help is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm sure you knew that they were going to say something to me, and I'm sure you knew I was going to come live and talk about it, but you got what you wanted. I'm going to tell everybody that you tried to set this pastor up on a troll channel so Bao could fuck with him for content. We all know how much of a piece of shit Boquak is, and there's zero positivity that can come out of ever putting those nice people on their stream. And you go to the town, you live in that town too, by the way. You go to that town, you go to your town and you fucking cause problems and then you don't do anything. And then the only reason that you even sent them a number for a lawyer is because I brought them up here on the stream. That's another thing. After we did that stream with Steve and Deborah up here, James didn't even have the nuts to text him himself. He had a friend of his send Deborah and Steve a lawyer's number, just some random fucking lawyer's number. So I think it's important that you guys know these kind of things. Like, yeah, oh, James is no, James is actually just a troll scumbag fucking piece of shit that wants to fuck with the cops, and then if you dare question him, then he'll fuck with you. He was literally trying to get the pastor and his wife that he made a video about. You went to the town and got arrested and shit over this, and then the moment that they have questions or they're not happy about something, you think it's a good idea to put them on Bow's channel so you can troll them for content? Bro, that is the most pathetic shit that I have ever seen, and I couldn't wait to fucking go live and tell everybody. That tells me what kind of person you are right there. You got in your little fifis, Freeman, you little redheaded step bitch, and you thought that it would be funny to set them up on Bow's channel. Great. You're a great person, dude. You're a great fucking person. We all know what a punk bitch Bow is, and there's nothing serious that could ever come from going on that dude's channel. And Freeman thought that it was a good idea to put the pastor and his wife up there after I had them up on my stream where they were questioning what happened in their town. Isn't that kind of pathetic? Kind of pathetic, right? That shows your real intent. It shows your character, James. It shows you're a piece of shit. Shows you're a piece of shit. You didn't have the nuts to even text him yourself and give him a info. I mean, why don't you give him Zach's information? Zach's a lawyer in Arizona. You know that. I know that. He can practice here. I mean, you know other lawyers. You actually know other lawyers. You gave him some fucking random lawyer's number through some random dude. Like, what? You're a piece of shit, James. That's what you're, a punk, and you know you are. And James, if you have a problem with anything that I'm saying about you, like you want to get like weird about it instead of doing the internet thing, hit me up and I will give you the address I'll give you the GPS coordinates to my property, and you come up here and talk to me yourself, homie. And we'll leave it at that. You wanna come talk to me? I'm up north in northern Arizona. I'm a few hours away from Sheria, where you live. You want to be a little bitch and fuck with people in my state, homie? I'm not going to stand for that. You can go and do your shit in New Mexico. You can go to Texas. Arizona's my state, bro. And I'm not going to let you play little games here and disrupt the shit that I've been doing over the last couple of years and the efforts that I have made, regardless of how fruitful they've been. James, you're a cancer, and I'm going to make sure that you're not successful in Arizona, bro. You done fucking pissed me all the way off. You want to play a little game? You want to play a little game? Remember, that's the last thing you text me, James? You want to play a little game? You said that 6 months ago. Are you enjoying my little game, James? Because it's going to get better. It's going to get better. See, I spent years in Arizona creating relationships and friends with people around here. You've just been creating enemies. You create enemies with the people that do some shit in this state. I don't do that. I'm not creating enemies in Arizona, but you are. And I'm one of them. I mean, you want to fuck with people in this state. You want to cause problems. You want to detract from the other cop watchers in my state and what they're trying to accomplish, the serious people. I got news for you, bro. Fuck you. Fuck you. You want to play a little game? I got you, James, and I'm just getting warmed up. I'm just getting warmed up. Nick, this is activism. This is activism. This absolutely 100% is activism to its core. Okay? Just because I'm not focusing on the cops or the government does not detract from activism. Activism is feeding homeless children. That has nothing to do with the government. Okay? You have no idea what you're talking about. Your ideology of what fucking activism is very narrow. Good morning, the armed fisherman. Thank you for coming in and saying good morning and being nice and not doing what everybody else has been doing. I do appreciate that. Yeah, James, you done pissed me all the way off, man. You're gonna watch this. You're either watching it now, you will later. I know you. You pissed me off, bro. The shit that you pull with them, nah. I'm not. I'm not going. We're not gonna go with that. We're not gonna go with that. I've never had any problems with you either, dude. Remember, you made a video about me. I didn't say anything about you before that. Just remember that. Let's be very clear on that, the arms fisherman. You made a video about me. I did not talk about you prior to that. Seems to be some confusion in my comments. Like, why are you attacking the armed fisherman? And I think you have a responsibility to tell people I'm not attacking anybody. I'm responding to you. So if you don't have a problem, that's what you should do. That would be the responsible, manly thing to do, is let people know, like, yeah, Chris wasn't attacking me, he was responding to me. Oh yeah, you're late. Yeah, James Freeman is an actual scumbag for real. I mean, we all know how much of a piece of shit Bao is. Like, that's obvious. You can like him and feel sorry for him and all that, but he's a scumbag. We're all very well aware of that. He's proven it year after year after year, long before I was even around. And James thought that it was going to be a good idea to get the pastor and his wife that he made a video about and got arrested by the chief of police in Arizona here. You guys remember all that stuff? Yeah. He thought that it would be a good idea to fish the pastor and his wife up on the Bow's channel so they could troll him for content. And this was after I had them up here. So obviously Freeman got in his little feelers and felt some kind of way. And he knows he's not going to do shit to me. He can't do shit to me. So his only avenue for getting back at the way people made him feel is to play a little psychological game with the pastor and his wife. What a great human being you are. Like I said, Freeman, if you don't like what I'm saying, you internet shit, bro. I'm in northern Arizona. You're not trespassed from my property. You are more than welcome to come here, James. I'll talk to you. We live in the same state, bro. This isn't like me talking shit from halfway across the country. We live in the same state, homie. Unclean hands. Good morning. James Freeman, Amish. No, he's a very confused, redheaded Mormon CIA asset weirdo. You thought we were oh, what? You can't be friends with people on the fucking internet. Challenge him to a duel. Freeman's not the physical confrontation type. That would be wasted. That would be wasted. Look, I don't want to look bad for beating up some redheaded Cyclops stepchild. Come on. That look real bad on me. Freeman eats bananas sideways. Yeah, I'm not with none of this shit. Like, bro, that stuff right there. Had they went up on that channel and not told me anything about it, what What kind of scumbag tries to set people up that you were pretending to help? I mean, you can't, there is no way to worm your way out of this one, Freeman. You texted them. I have the text. I have their text. Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't, you actually tried to set these people up that came to you for help. You tried to set them up on a troll channel because you didn't like that they came up here and talked to me. That's sad. That's super sad. That's super sad. And there is no 2 ways or 3 ways around this. You're not going to be able to, like, I know you don't, he don't even care, folks. He doesn't care. Watch. Go when he goes and he posts a video next time he posts a video, goes live, does a community post, go to his comments and ask him about all this. We'll see if he'll even lie about it. He probably won't. He doesn't give a fuck. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There are bad actors that are pretending, while there are other people that are not pretending, and there's a problem here. Okay. Because had he got them to go up on, like, okay, you get these people that you were claiming to help to go up on a troll's channel to mess with them, just to mess with them. There's no reason to go up on Bao's channel other than that. Nothing that dude says is serious. He hates America. He's fucking Vietnamese. He's not even American. Okay. And you want to get him to go up on a troll channel. And had that happened, bro, that would be the perfect example people could use to be like, look, why would you trust these people? Why would you want anything to do with them? They're going to set you up and put you on a troll channel after you say some shit and you speak out about how you didn't like what happened. Bro, you're going to drive home the distrust and the separation. You're making the gap wider. James is making the gap wider while I'm trying to close it. That's the difference between the two of us. You're trying to make the gap wider, and had you got him up on that channel, that would have been a good point, a good example of that. This is sad, dude. Sad. I have no respect for you, James. That's some punk shit. That's some punk shit right there. And I figured you were on some punk shit when I had him up here, and you didn't come up here and say anything. Crazy, dude. Makes the gaps wider. I make bitches gaps wider. Libertarian. Libertatum. All right, bro. I'm in northern Arizona. I don't know. You guys fucking got a lot of shit to say in my chat. A lot of threats in emails, a lot of threats in the comments. All I know is that I'm in northern Arizona where we have stand your ground laws and self-defense. And if you come at me sideways, I will cut your head off. Yeah. And if I only have a K-bar on me at the time, well, I guess I got some work to do. So I would think twice about playing some games in Arizona. This isn't one of those states where I have to run away from you. And I'm not going to. How cold is it? It's probably 50, 55. What up, Ray Ray? Are you guys upset that I'm talking about your little Freeman? These are the little Freeman faggots in my chat. Come out to play, little Freeman faggots. Are you upset that I'm talking shit about your little bitch? Huh? Are you upset? Are you coming here to carry water for him? Poor kids. You know how pathetic it is to have a bunch of grown-ass adults in here talking shit about me because you don't like that I'm telling truth about somebody you like. Oh yeah. Both stupid. Oh, I gotta see your face. You got a fucked up looking face. Hold on, Grandma. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can imagine your dating profile right now. You're one of them bitches that's got the zoomed in face shot because if you fucking took a full body shot, nobody would ever hit you up. But you're probably a dinosaur, so it doesn't even matter. Why I'm so angry lately? Homie, are you new to my channel, George? No, you're not new to my channel. You're just fucking retarded. Used to be laid back. Sure, sure. I've only been streaming for years now, so there has been a deviation in the way that I stream. I know I say fag a lot more now, and I say fuck Israel, but other than that, what are you talking about? I'm not beefing with anybody. You morons are not. You're still not listening. You're not listening. But that's okay. I don't need everybody to listen. The message is getting through where it needs to. Believe that shit. Why are you telling Freeman to call in? There is no call-in number. So, they'll twist it in court against you, homie. What you guys are new to the channel. You have to be new to the channel. You have to. What's up, Blackheart? You have to be new to the channel, dude. Where's unclean hands? I gotta make you. Hey guys, I'm gonna make you what we would consider before the troll channels, but um, I'm hoping that you guys are listening to what I'm saying because you guys are kind of like the gatekeepers that everybody else in this genre doesn't want to be. So I'm hoping that you guys are listening to how I'm attacking this, and you can duplicate it in your own fashion to hone in on the gatekeeping. Really, Black Hand and or Black Heart Night and Black Unclean Hands. These shouldn't be troll channels. These should be gatekeepers. These need to be the gatekeepers that identify the weirdos so they never get to a channel size like mine. You changed, bro. People change all the time when they grow up. Yeah, you're right. I've changed several times as I've aged. I'm 35 now. I think it's an appropriate time to grow up a little bit again. So get over it. You could be stuck in your ways. I don't like doing that. I like to develop. I don't like to stay stagnant and do the same thing. That's boring. All of our presidents have been scumbag pieces of shit. Well, what's the point? I mean, there is. I haven't seen a president in my lifetime that was worth a fuck. Not one. Just moved to Arizona. That sucks. I'm sorry. Hopefully not in Maricopa County. As long as you're not in Maricopa County, you're good. I'll spoke a little bit more with you, and then I gotta go. I got stuff to do. I really do have people coming. I got people's coming. Like I said, There has been a major shift. You said I changed? I haven't changed, man. I've just shifted my perspective on a lot of shit. And a lot of you have made comments in on my videos and stuff, so you get it. But the focal point, the shift, where it happened at was when Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck. That was very eye-opening for me, and not in the same ways that I think it was for a lot of you. Bitter? No, I'm not bitter, bro. No, I just I see things for what they actually are. Take that for what it is. I don't care. I live my life, not yours, so I don't care what you think. Dancing Israelis and all. Yep. Yep. Catapulted your views? No, it hasn't. What the fuck are you even? You're delusional. Speak for yourself. Go to my videos and scroll back, let's say, 2 months, and then tell me that it has catapulted my views. You're smoking hopium. This has tanked my views doing this shit. This has tanked my channel. I got 2,000 subscribers gone because they don't like truth. And I don't give a fuck. Because it's obviously fake. What's fake? What's fake? What you're seeing now or before? We have crackheads in the chat. We have faggot on the roof. Faggot on the roof. Who does that? Fucking Taint, one of the Taint brothers. I really liked it when he did that, but that's you. Faggot on the roof. You were telling people to unsubscribe? Yeah, if you're fucking stupid enough to like feed it, not pay attention to what I'm doing, then it applies to you, moron. The other 300 something people in the chat right now didn't think it applied to them. They didn't take anything that I said to heed because they knew I wasn't fucking talking to them. I was talking to dumbass people like you. Stupid motherfuckers. All you want to see is cot videos and shit. You ain't getting that here. If that's why you're here and you don't care what I'm talking about, fuck all the way off. I need 89 more of you to fuck off so we can see a drop in the channel again. Subscriber numbers mean nothing. That's a vanity thing. That's stupid, bro. That's fucking dumb. I cut my numbers in half and give them to somebody else. You think I give a shit? You think that's going to affect me somehow? That doesn't mean anything for views. I don't know if you guys know how YouTube works, but with 10,000 subscribers, I could be making just as much as I'm making right now. It means nothing. Damn, he got triggered. Weak-minded people call that being triggered or angry, but other individuals will see it as speaking passionately. See, if I was triggered, I wouldn't be able to turn it off like that and speak calm to you right now and read your chats. It would be more of a rambling, like long drawn out kind of thing, and that's not how it goes. Hey, do I have moderators in here right now? Moderators. You have free reign. Start deleting these fucking people. I want to read my chats, and you're clogging it with your nonsense. So my moderators can just get rid of this. You don't have free speech in here. Free speech is an illusion that the government allows you to have. Bye. You have 5 names. Make sure you come in with all of them so we can get rid of you. Shadow Realm. What's up, Joey? Bye. Yeah, hey, if you guys have a moderator wrench in here, then you can post your channel links and shit too and promote yourself, by the way. Did we wake the bow up? Is bow mad? My roosters done woke me up this morning. And let me tell you, it wasn't fun. What is going on, Paul? You're a little late to the stream. We're 31 minutes in. I'm going to smoke a cigarette, chit chat with you guys, and then cut the stream. I got some stuff to do. I bought a truck yesterday, and I'm taking delivery of it today. I have a couple very amazing friends. Yes, I still have friends. Shocker, that are driving my truck all the way up from Phoenix right now. So shout out to them and thank you guys very much. I appreciate that. I'll do a live stream in my truck when I get it. GMC. No, I bought a Tahoe, Z71 Tahoe. 4x4, so I don't get stuck in the mud anymore. I got a purple Tahoe now. Or pink. I think it's pink. Still have the Batmobile, of course. Of course. I might actually sell that. I'm debating on selling that. I don't want to sell it. I'm probably not going to sell it because I'm not going to get what I want for it. Digital Denizen, you ain't blocked over there. Be fucking disrespectful. Had you waited 24 hours, you would have got to hear his story instead of being a shitbag in my chat, my comments. Stephanie, don't. No, I'm just kidding. Audit, you shouldn't audit. What you should do is you should document the government and follow that route. Stay away from buildings, and private businesses, and have a lawyer. You're going to go to jail. Everybody's going to hate you. It's going to cause division in your family. If you have a job and you start auditing, the cops are going to try to get you fired. So that's why I say you need to have money. I think it depends on where you're at, but 50 grand's a good starting point to have like some fuck you lawyer type money because you need that. You're going to get arrested for sure. You're going to go to jail for sure. If you have any like weird criminal history or weird past or anything, that's all going to get brought up. So you might want to avoid the whole shit altogether if you don't want that on the internet. What else? There's a bunch of negative shit. I'm not going to tell you anything positive because nobody ever tells you any of the negatives when you ask this kind of stuff. So I think it's important that I tell you, you're going to get arrested. It's going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to cause division with you and your friends and your family that don't agree with what you're doing. People are going to hate you in the area. Your local area is going to demonize you and fuck with you. It's going to cost you money. What else is there? Yeah, don't audit, investigate. Investigating doesn't mean just walk into some fucking random building and say, I'm doing a records request. Like if you were in Arizona, let's just play a hypothetical. You're in Arizona and you're wanting to do this nonsense. Maybe you don't want a cop watch. You want to go to a building. Well, I would send you to DES here in Arizona because there's a former police officer that works in the Department of Economic Security as a supervisor for Adult Protective Services here in Arizona. He was a former Tempe detective, police sergeant in Tempe, Arizona, that was allowed to relinquish his police officer certification and allowed to essentially retire, keep his pension. After he got caught at a child predator sting, he showed up in plain clothes. And then when he realized that he showed up to a sting, he's like, I'm just here to help, guys. And then he was looking up sexual abuse victims on Facebook and shit and doing like some compare and rate shit with his other employees, other cops, showing pictures of abuse victims to people like sick fuck. Looking up prostitutes on Facebook, giving prostitutes information on where the police are going to be when the Super Bowl was in Arizona. I mean, the list goes on with this cop. They let him retire, and now he works in Adult Protective Services at DES in Phoenix. And that's what you should investigate, is stuff like that. Don't just go into a post office and say, well, look at the wall, the rule thing on the wall. That's dumb as shit. Have some direction, some focus with what you're doing. Because there's real sickos that we have problems with. And when you go into a bank or you record a bank or you go to a post office or a fucking library, that's not generally where those people are at. You're just farming content when you go there. Now, sometimes, like DMA goes to the library because there is a legitimate purpose there. The library is trying to stifle the First Amendment. Regardless of how you feel about porn access, that is a first step to eliminating the First Amendment in that area. Porn is covered under the First Amendment. A lot of you picked on him for standing up for that, but he was 100% right. So that's a good reason to go into a library, is when they're trying to restrict shit like that when they can't. Just going in there to record to see what happens is dumb. That's dumb. Have a purpose. Hey, Joey, do you still talk to Brad? Do you still talk to Brad? Do you think Brad, if you do you think he'd come up here and maybe we can get you up here and we can do an Arizona DOC stream where we talk about all the corruption and bullshit that we experienced in prison, all the crazy shit that we saw, people dying on fentanyl in there before it was even a problem on the street. Yeah, I live with them. You do? Fuck yeah. Tell them I said what's up. Hey, you guys should come up and stream with me, bro. You guys done fucked a lot of time with me. Let's put the people in Arizona on game on how it is in DOC, dude. How the cops just let shit roll. You know what I mean? Yeah, ask him. I know he probably won't, but hit him up, man. Bro, you come into my chat after I've been live for 40 minutes and then start crying. It's too early in the morning for you to be crying like a little bitch, dude. I'm out of here. Let us know when we can get detailed on Freeman. I'm confused. Look how long the stream's been up, moron. Maybe I talked about that shit 40 fucking minutes ago. Stupid bitch. Did you smoke some weed? You need to hit the bong because I already have, and I'm fucking firing on all cylinders. Where are you at? Get the fuck out of my chat with your lazy brain ass, bro. It is 6:58 in the morning, Arizona time. I don't have time or patience for stupidity, dude. And it's probably going to get worse the older that I get. I'll be 36 this year. We'll see. We'll see. Mystic Mountain Gyms. That's where I remember you from, California. Okay, so you came to my channel from David's channel a long time ago. That's where I remember you at. Used to be in my live streams when I would record the police. I doesn't remember your name. Why am I up so early? Because I had to clean. I fucking got people coming over. And I've got, there is a mountain of diapers and trash behind the camera. Recording isn't protected activity. What an idiot. There's no hope for people like you. There's no hope for people like you. A library is a public forum. It is. It's a limited public forum subject to time, place, and manner restrictions. Absolutely 100%. And then within that public forum, there are closed areas where you can't go. I didn't say where you couldn't record. I said where you can't go. Explain the nuances of your stance to the tards. Bro, if I simplified it anymore, I would be drooling on myself. I don't know how to make it any easier to understand. Paul, just stop, Paul. You're good, dude. Just stop. You're good. Relax. It's ridiculous. You think smoking weed makes you? Who said it makes you smarter? I got a bunch of random retarded names coming into my chat this morning. I got to stream in the morning more often. This is funny. What does D do now? Political. I mean, are you just jumping into my streams? Yeah, there's a political angle. I'm intending to run for office at some point in my state. I've been talking about Zionist Israeli Jews for like 3 weeks now, probably. And what is this? Maybe an awareness effort about certain. I've already been doing that. What does D do now? A multitude of things, but mostly streaming, giving you my opinion and telling you things. things that you might not want to hear about everything and everybody. Run for office? Yeah. I'm not so limited in my thinking to doubt myself. Sorry. You may be, but I'm not. You must have fed off your head. Yeah, sure. And see, it's not even about winning anything or actually getting in there. It's making the effort and proving a point. Making the effort and proving a point. Because other people are going to watch me try to do this, right? And while I might not succeed, maybe I'm encouraging others that don't have all the tattoos but think like I do, that don't say faggot as often or smoke weed on the internet, but have the same ideas. Maybe I can encourage somebody like that to run. And my idea of is encouraging people is to lead by example and try it myself. So that's what I'm talking about. And that's not some shit that's going to happen overnight, obviously, but that is my mindset and has been for a while. Josh Abrams did try it. You're right about that. But that dude's an actual scumbag. He's another griftifer, chili type piece of shit that should have been gate kept and never got up and got anybody's attention. That's an actual scumbag that didn't deserve anybody's attention, that detracts from what everybody's doing. Yeah, he did run for office, but he's a piece of shit. Like, you guys all say, well, the office will corrupt you in politics. Bro, he's a perfect example of that's exactly what would have happened. You would have got nothing that you voted for. Boom, that gets you the ultimate Shadow Realm ban right there. You don't fucking compare me to subhuman scum. Ugh. Smoke a little bit and I'm out of here. Marianne, in the Apache County, there's about 66,000 registered voters. That's small. Sixty-six thousand registered voters, less than 30 deputies. Very small sheriff's department. Huge county. I should spend more time doing nothing. We're 40 minutes into a stream. Eat my ass. Mystic Mountain Gems, the ones that I don't talk about. How about that? Or the ones that I speak highly of. That doesn't mean come into the chat and be like, what about this guy? What about this guy? No. Just stick around, pay attention if you really care, because we're going to cover every aspect and angle of the bullshit. And it's not personal. And I know a lot of you think that that's what it is, but it's not. I mean, the homies like Joey and Mata, you guys, you make fun of us for being felons and shit, but these guys see what's happening right now. This isn't some personal shit. Well, some of it is, like with David and shit. Yeah, you put videos of my lady on the internet and shit. Yeah, that's going to be personal, but the message is not personal. Not personal. This is supposed to be motivating. Hopefully some of you start to do some shit. It's definitely personal. No, the butt phone thing. You wouldn't even know about that unless I told you, moron. See, that's part of I broke all the windows out of my own house because we all live in glass houses. We all live in glass houses, right? I've got shit that, I've done like in prison and in my real life. And that's why I don't have a problem talking about it, telling you everything, because it's breaking all the windows out of my own house. And I've taken I've taken everything from you. You have nothing. Talk about a butt phone, bro. I told you about that. What? What? Butt phone? Yeah. I did a lot of time in maximum security, and cell phones are illegal in prison. And we buy these little phones that are like literally this big from China, and they have buttons and everything on it. You can text and call people. Yes, butt phones are real. Fuck yeah, Joey knows what's up. He knew I had a phone in there. And if you have a phone in prison, there's this like, oh, you're holding it for somebody. That's not how that works. If you have a phone, you have your phone. It's a fucking felony. You're going to get more years. And you do not trust some other person in prison to hold on to something that's worth thousands of dollars and could get you felonies. No. I'm holding on to it. Yeah, you get more years for a cell phone. I don't think so. Not holding it for nobody. I'm only holding that shit if it's mine. Besides, it's like $2,000 for a phone. And that's without service. You can get a phone for anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 in prison. Sad downfall. Sad downfall. You're the one that's falling down. Tyler, make sure you unsubscribe. Oh yeah, I will take a moment to do the unsubscribe thing. Make sure you unsubscribe if you're not finding what I'm saying to be enjoyable. If I'm hurting your little fifis, then you definitely need to unsubscribe, because it's just going to continue to happen. There will be no cop watch videos going up here. For me personally, I'm still going to cover incidents in my state when it comes to the police and the government. Make no mistake about that. I'm not sorry for the cop watching that I did. I just recognized that I was accomplishing nothing while actually creating a lot of enemies to what I was trying to do. A weird dynamic there. But once you realize what I'm talking about, you're going to be like, oh, fuck, that makes perfect sense. So yeah. This is a transition, an evolution. I mean, I'm transitioning, guys. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. I don't want you around. So the downfall, yeah. The make a video saying the downfall. You can use my content too, by the way. You can clip this. I'm not going to copyright strike anybody. I have too much other shit to do to play those kind of games. So if you can help me lose subscribers by putting some, like, clip all the times I say fag together, maybe you can get some people to unsubscribe from that. I'm with you. I got you. We can do this together. We can bring the subscriber numbers of DirectD down together. Only with your help. Now, fuck off and unsubscribe. That's the first step. Make sure you unsubscribe. Hit the thumbs down. Don't like this shit. Fuck you. How about that? Bro, subscriber numbers are like a vanity type thing. What, for Richard, for Deadman here? Or are you talking about for you? Talking about old Sheriff Deadman? Yeah. He's highly respected in the area. He's a nice guy. Yeah. I sent him an email. He's got my phone number. He knows that I'm here. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about Deadman in the 2 years I've been up here. And I ask people, believe me, I'm asking people. I want to get a read of the sheriff's department, because if somebody's going to come out here, it's going to be them. There's no municipal police, it's the sheriff's department. So, and then when I hear, like, there's some deputies that's got to stick up their ass like everybody, but outside of that, I don't really hear crazy shit about the Apache County Sheriff's Department. And I'm open to hear some stuff, but it ain't happened in 2 years, folks. And I want to tell you that this is where I'm like, I'm a little mind blown, because I've lived in Arizona almost my whole life. For about 30 years, I've lived in Arizona. And it's all of it has been in basically Maricopa County and Pinal County. Maricopa and Pinal County is where I grew up, in Pinal County, in Maricopa. But anyway, the horrible police, my entire life growing up, not just to me, but just the shit that I've seen with other people. And then I move up here, night and day. And I heard stories about small town sheriff's departments and stuff like this, where people, like, they come into my chat, they're like, you're crazy. We love our sheriffs. And I'm like, you're tripping. There's no way. And then I come up here and I'm kind of getting a little taste of that. And I like it. I like not waking up, and I like waking up in the morning and not getting 10 emails about how the Mesa Police Department did something, the Phoenix Police Department did. Bro, it's overwhelming. There's so much shit in Maricopa County. It's not even funny. Not even like all the shit I talked about. That's not a joke. I wasn't exaggerating any of the corruption or the shit that I told you. That's very real, and that's why I left. The temperature in the valley, the crazy people, the fentanyl zombies. I had enough of that shit, so I moved up north. And I love it here, because this is nothing like what I have experienced in Arizona. Because you're tripping. Who's tripping? Me? Have a good morning. Yeah, I'm enjoying it up here. I mean, I'm only see. This is part of something that I realize. I'm only one person. I wake up and like living in the valley, and I've got a shitload of emails about this happened, this happened, this happened, and it's overwhelming. And you try to help people, but you come to find out you're not actually helping anybody. And and then what really happens is the cops become accustomed to you. There's a tolerance. They build a tolerance essentially to you, not to everybody else, but to you. When I come around, they're going to act different. When I show up to a cop watch or a traffic stop, they're going to act different because I'm there 100%. But the moment I leave, it goes right back to how they were before I got there, and nothing's been accomplished. So, you know what I mean? It's a weird. Once you figure that shit out, and if you're serious about this and you understand that there are bigger issues, like the cops are a symptom of the problem. And that's what Mata was talking about on the stream. He's like, yeah, cop watching is important, but that's not where the problem actually is. It's in the courts. It's in the judges' chambers. It's in city council chambers. Those are the problems. Police officers are a symptom of the problem. Police officers are the dog at the end of a leash. They're the one that's leashed, and somebody's holding the leash, telling that dog what to do or allowing it to do whatever it's doing. Would you kick the dog, or are you going to be upset at its owner? I mean, obviously, if the dog's attacking you, yeah, you better stop it. But you know what I mean. Meditate on peyote. Oh no, I'm not fucking with peyote. Yeah, just like ice. I mean, that's a good point right there. You are absolutely right. Just like ice. Everybody's mad at these ICE agents doxing the ICE agents, but it's the administration that's allowing them to do that. It's the administration that's telling them to do that. Now, granted, yes, there are human beings that can make their own decisions and they shouldn't be following orders and blah blah blah. I get it. I get it. I get it. But if you go to the root of the problem, most of the time that tends to fix some things. Like if I have a leak, you know what I mean. I'm there's a certain way you got to fix it. You know, you can't just like yell at the leak and record the leak and be like, "You're leaking, stop it." Grammar schools, dude, that's weird. No such thing as a bad dog, just a bad owner. Speaking of dog, where's my dog? Christy's she's one of them chicks that's like fighting her age for sure. Under 5 or over 70. Man, that's a good. I never thought about it like that's a good point. It's just been getting weirder and weirder, folks. A lot of you have been, in this genre watching this stuff for a minute, right? You've been watching this stuff for a minute, and it's devolving. It's not evolving; it's devolving. It's we're at dispensaries now. What? This wasn't a thing before. This wasn't a thing. Going. I mean, there was a handful of people in maybe one or two states that would do like private business stuff. And even then, that wasn't as weird as it is now. And I'm sure a lot of you that have been watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's gotten weird. what happened to all the cop watching? Okay, the amount of cop watchers has diminished, and then the people that are actually out doing that right now are doing like weird stuff. They're 30,000 feet away, they're sitting in their cars, they're just driving around, or they're being weird trying to do records requests at midnight. You guys seeing what's happening here? There's some weird shit. This, I don't know, it's just wow. Full-blown de-evolution. That's what's happening with this entire genre, and I've noticed it. Well, I mean, think about it. Like Audit the Audit and Lackluster. Here's good examples of what you can notice. They used to share everybody's content, right? They used to share everybody's shit. Not saying that they don't share people's stuff anymore, but the frequency in which that happens has diminished greatly. Ask yourself why. Now, I know they have a flood of content. I know they get submissions and they don't need anybody's content, but that's not the only part of it. And I'm not telling you that they told me anything. I'm guessing right now. I'm not, these two did not tell me anything that I'm alluding to, or I'm guessing. But just think about it. That's what makes sense to me anyway. I mean, you don't see anybody's shit up there anymore. And then the genre has totally warped and manipulated and shifted, not manipulated, but shifted. Forking ads. Yeah, this acceptance shit that they had going on for a long time. I've been saying this, you can't be accepting of everybody, bro. That's not, things don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And this is you're experiencing the effect of being too accepting, because now you're like, he's got a YouTube channel and he's recording something. You're with us. Like, what? No. I'm not with you guys then, if that's how that shit's gonna go. No foul language or anything. Google it. I believe you, John. I believe you. I love these trolls that come in with this 50-cent God shit. That's some old school trolling shit. R.I.P. Joe Rogan. R.I.P. Joe Rogan. John, that's not true. They do care, but they're not the right people to say anything. TMZ's reporting it? That'd be crazy. Maybe. I haven't seen anything, so as far as I'm concerned, you're trolling. You're the only one saying it, so yeah. No, they care, but that they're not the right individuals. I mean, I already know how that's going to go. The moment that Audit the Audit or Lackluster try to say anything, the immediate response is, you guys have never gone out and recorded anything. Shut the fuck up, basically. And that's what they're all going to parrot if they ever did say so. They're not going to. I'm guessing at how that would go. Bro, come in here fucking spamming my chat with your troll bullshit. Get out of here. I don't believe nothing any of you say. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. I don't give a fuck who gave me a shout out. Fuck everybody. You're not getting it. Bitch. Fucking taking everybody out. I don't want any donations. No. No, fuck your donations. Fuck your money. I'm not motivated by none of that bullshit. And don't even fucking offer it to me. You're going to piss me the fuck off, and then I'm going to piss you off. So don't even bring that shit up. Fuck you. Fuck that. Yeah, you're spending more time with the ads because that's how I make money. I don't need your fucking donations. I'm not going to take any amount of money from you people and then have you try to tell me no, nothing. None of that shit. I get paid from Google, and Google doesn't tell me what to do other than what's in their terms of service. I do what I want, bitch, and I say what I want. My money for schmack. It's the best though. Yeah, Brian, I'm gonna be me. Same attitude. Honey, that's the problem with fucking politics is we got a bunch of actors. We have a bunch of actors up there that sing pretty words to you and make you believe stupid shit so you'll agree with them. And I'm not gonna play that card. That's why I'm on a live stream, being me, talking the way I talk. I mean, the only thing that I'm gonna stop doing if it's a problem is smoking weed. That's about it. That's about it. If I can get away with smoking weed as the fucking sheriff, you best believe I'm going to do it. If there's some kind of legal reason that I can't do it, then I'm not going to do it. Shit needs to change in this country. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody or something that I'm not. And as I run, fuck it. Bet you I resonate with the residents and the natives who control a lot of the votes and the ranchers who control a lot of the votes in my county more than most of these people do. I I'm not going to wear a suit and tie. I'm not going to do that bullshit. I mean, I'll dress nice. You know what I mean? I'll probably have a direct t-shirt on. I'll look all right, but you ain't going to get the suit and tie bullshit. I'm not playing that fucking card. That shit's uncomfortable, and I don't like wearing that. I wear it for court, and that's it. We're definitely not doing that. No. I'm going to be driving around in my hoopty. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of old ass cars. I don't care. That's what everybody around here drives, bro. You want me to fucking show up and ask people to vote for me in a 2025 like Suburban? Oh shit. The pink Tahoe, yeah. Yeah, just a t-shirt like this. What's wrong with this? I like this. I just got a notification from you. Oh, my short. Excuse me. Almond pink. Hell yeah. Curious. Yeah, I'm curious too, for sure. You don't want to look like Leroy. No. That's not me. The moment I start doing some shit like that, people are gonna be like, no, you see, they got him. I can see it happen. There's no fucking way. I'm not doing it. Oh shit. Yeah, I saw that. It's all a joke, dude. It's all a joke. They bring an actual troll that trolls dispensaries in there, give him an award, and then at the prior one, they give Woman Auditor of the Year award to a man. I mean, you make a joke of your shit you without even realizing it. I think every time that you have one of them. Bro, what the hell? When I found that out, I was like mind blown, bro. You gave Woman Auditor of the Year to a man. What? Pretty pathetic when you have to give yourself an award. I mean, am I kidding? No, I'm not kidding. Not at all. You guys heard my little story on the video I put out recently. There's a video that dropped recently on the channel. You guys should go watch it and end the stream here shortly. But if you didn't know, at their little Fraudapalooza, Fagapalooza, whatever, they had a picture of a fleshlight, and then like some, I don't even know what the hell they did, but they took a picture of me and put it on a person that was in their underwear next to this thing and put it in the fridge and then in the bathroom, just so they could make sure that I was on everybody's mind the whole night. I don't know if you guys heard that part about one of my streams or the video that I just put out. Yeah, these weirdos had my picture in their fridge. So anytime somebody went into the fridge, they'd see my face. Anytime somebody went to the bathroom, they'd see my face so they could think about me all night long, bro. You guys dreamt about me and you put my picture up to make sure other people would think about me too. That is super weird. Living rent free, that's no joke. That's not even like a joke. That's for real. You know, first thing they're doing in the morning now is checking my channel to see if I'm talking about them. The secret agent girl, no, I didn't. That was an insult on top of a backhand. That's what that was. And I'm glad everybody in the room thought that that was funny. Thank you for validating what I've been talking about with that small but very significant action. All of you found that to be hilarious. You know what I found funny? You know what I found funny, and I've told a few of them already that I talked to? I want you guys to have this as a takeaway before I end the stream. Had I been there at Frauditpalooza, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be very clear about how I would have handled the situation, because this is the immediate thought that I had when I was told and I saw all this shit. Had that been, let's say that was Auditing Erie County's face or Manuel Mata's face or JJ's face in the fridge, any of these people that have been around, or maybe not JJ, but let's say Manuel Mata, Auditing Erie County, people that have been around and have been trying to do some shit for a while, had their face been in that fridge, I'd have taken it out, went up to the microphone, and got everybody's attention and made sure that everybody heard me and told them how stupid that this was. That regardless of how you feel about what I'm saying, that this is childish and inappropriate. And how many of you in this room has Chris helped out? How many in this room has Chris taught you how to make thumbnails and helped you with editing? I mean, all kinds of shit. Paid you back money for videos that he shared. How many of you in this room have benefited from the shares? None of that happened, though. Nobody stood on respect. Nobody stood on nothing. They just laughed. That told me so much right there, because that's not how I would have handled the situation. And I'm a lot different than a lot of you. I would have 100% made a fucking scene, because I think shit like that's childish. It's inappropriate. I'm closer to 40 than I am 16, and that's what some 16-year-olds would do. So I'd make a scene and then I'd fucking leave. I'd make a scene and then I would have fucking left. Because that's so dumb. Who does that? And that goes to all the people that were in that room that know me, that had an opportunity to do exactly what I'm talking about, that didn't, and thought that it was funny. Just remember that, because I'm going to. Remember, I'm a petty, vindictive little man. I already talked to Dan. I already told him the same shit. Said you should have taken that and went up and said something, dude. He's specifically somebody that I told that exact same thing to right there. 100%. I told him that, and it's like, hey, you're right. I didn't realize what was up until I was gone. Basically, whatever. I'm a little bit different than you guys. I don't deal with shit like that. I'm not just gonna laugh along with the crowd. I'm not that kind of person. Some of you can be that kind of person, but it ain't me. It ain't me. I don't do that. Creator clash? Maybe. That's the fighting one, right? I get I used to get the YouTube invitations to YouTube's Creator Con or whatever, but I'm not going to that shit. That's stupid as fuck. Didn't interact with a whole lot of people. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. But when you're, listen, folks, these excuses don't fly when we're very public facing individuals, when we all have very public channels and there are tens of thousands and maybe millions, hundreds of thousands of people that are potentially watching all of this. Optics and PR are very important. And when you go to a public event like that, when you're all, public figures of a sort, when you're all semi quasi, public figures or celebrities or whatever on the internet, because that dynamic has shifted over the last 20 years with the birth of YouTube and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, you're very public, so you have to think about these kind of things. And when shit like that happens, got to think about it. You don't think about it, it's a missed opportunity, and it looks bad on fucking everybody. Everybody in that room thought that it was hilarious. You sure that's going to be the perception of the tens of thousands of people that watch the genre? That's what I'm getting at. Really, a man? Yes. Yeah. They all know that I'm right. See, that's something that I've done behind the scenes for a long, long, long time. Is I've helped everybody that's asked me with thumbnails, editing advice. Like I make thumbnails for people. If they hit me up and they want a thumbnail, I'll make you a fucking thumbnail. My thumbnails that I make for my streams and my channel, like I send those to a bunch of people, just giving them the thumbnails if they ever want to use it. I'm sure some of you have seen my thumbnails pop up in other places. That's because I just hook people up. You see thumbnails on channels that kind of look like mine. There are still my thumbnails on people's channel that talk shit about me right now. There are still my thumbnails not my thumbnails, but thumbnails that I've made for other people on their channels that have talked shit about me. Crazy. Years and years and years and years. And yeah. When another thing that I think that David and everybody else needs to start doing, and I haven't talked about this a lot, and I'm glad I'm remembering before I end the stream, but people like David specifically, and here's the deal, and anybody else that's farming other people's content, like especially people that are going out and getting arrested, recording the police and documenting the government, if you're farming their content, you need to give them money back when you make a whole bunch off of their content. You need to start giving back to the creators that you're farming content from. And yes, I am actually doing that myself, and I have been for quite some time. And those of you that have received money for content that I have used of yours, feel free to speak up, because you know I'm speaking to you. I'm talking to you. Yeah. My mods are slow today. You want to farm other people's content? James Freeman, same thing. Give some money. I mean, maybe James doesn't. Maybe James already does. I don't know. But if you don't, you need to, because I know how much you guys are making on farming other people's content that are actually going out and getting arrested. I don't need to prove anything, bitch. All the fucking videos are up on the channel, and it's been known that if you contact me and you want money off of the videos that I've used, that all you got to do is ask. All you got to do is ask. Yeah, you want to make money off people's content, give it back to the creator that you're farming their content from. Because people like David, you don't do that. You don't do that. You hook people up every once in a while to make it seem like you're a good guy, right? And that's how you even know you're even a more of a piece of shit is you paid me to work for you, and then you turn around years later and claim that I owe you money. Like, that's mind blowing. You know, I don't have to prove nothing. These channels that I've shared their shit, they can speak for themselves. Auditing Erie County's one that will come in here and speak for himself. There are channels too, like Denver Metro Audits, for example. I've offered him money for the content that I've used when I share his videos. It tells me no. So that's another element to that, but it's still important to ask. It's still important to at least make sure that the person that you're sharing their shit, that on top of the subscribers you're giving them, like I'll give you an example. If I make $1,000 on somebody's video, I'm gonna give the dude that I shared their video $200. That's 20%. That's more than fair, way more than fair. And they didn't even expect it. You know what I mean? And I've had people reach out to me like, hey, you share my content and I got a lot of views. Can I get some money? And yeah. You know, Frank Barris, you guys know Frank Barris. A lot of you guys watch that video of we're going to have a gunfight on the side of the road if you violate my rights. He's in prison right now, but do you guys know Frank Barris? I've shared his video several times on this channel on DirectD. You guys remember the guy with the dream catcher hanging in the window out in the snow saying that he's going to have a gunfight with the cops? Yeah. He's a good example of somebody that hit me up and was like, hey, man, you know, your shit got millions of views. Can I get some money? Absolutely. 100%. Not how fair use works, though. It's not fair use. It's just me being nice. That's not fair use. No, this is just me understanding that when I'm sharing somebody's shit, I didn't go out there and put in the gas, the miles on my vehicle, my time, or my freedom at risk to get that content. And while getting somebody subscribers is nice, those people that you're farming content from aren't making a lot of them aren't making a lot of money and could use the $100. They could use $50. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them begging their audience, why don't we have that semblance of fucking community everybody talks about? Because that's exactly what I mean. If everybody did some shit like that, we wouldn't have people e-bagging all the time. Like, give me dollars so I can get gas and keep me on the road and shit. Like, bro, you want to farm their content? Kick them down some money. And oh, there he is right there, dude. DirectD shared one of my videos, made a bunch of money, sent me $300 from the profit. I got it on my 40th birthday. I was in Orlando and ended up buying me a ticket to Disney World. Hell yeah. And haven't I offered you money every time I share your shit? I'm like, hey man, you want some money off of this? Not a fucking joke. Yeah, I remember that. That's funny. You did buy it. DirectD sent me to Disney World for my birthday. It kind of sounds weird, but it is true. It's very true. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing with the clippers right now. The people that clip my content and post it on my channel, I pay them for doing it. It's just almost the same thing, I guess. Appreciate you coming in here. Not one other person ever did this before. And yes, he does ask, and I do decline now for it. Yeah. Yeah, we're live, Bear. I'm going to Disney World. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live stream. Appreciate you folks being here. If you have any further questions of me, now is your opportunity. Send me $300. I made decent money on one of his videos, so I think $300 was, I don't even remember. I told him what the percentage was. I sent him what I made in the month, and yeah. I told him, and when he knew how much of it, yeah. I think I'm on some bullshit, but fuck you. You think I'm on some bullshit? Fuck you. What are my thoughts on lackluster? Dale? I like Dale. Why? Do you have a problem with Dale? Bro, nothing I'm saying or have said applies to Audit the Auditor or Lackluster. They're not auditors. They're not cop watchers. They're educational channels. No. They're not even in the same category. Yeah, I did, concerned citizen. Yep, that's right. Make shorts for me? Yeah. You want to make shorts? Hit me up on X, dude. You talk. I talk to you on X. Yeah. If you can make good shorts, yeah, bro. Yeah, I'll pay you to do it too. Yeah, it's so funny. Little David keeps reporting. He came into the 6 hour long live stream, I think. Yeah, I think that's the one he was in. And I was gonna do phone calls. It says phone calls on the stream, but he came in there and had a meltdown for 4 or 5 hours straight in the chat. And I just entertained him. And it's wild that every stream that I have that David comes in or is about him, it gets age restricted and demonetized for I don't even know what, but for some, I don't have an opinion on that. But yeah, it gets age restricted. Every stream, just his streams. Actually, that's not true. All Fupa's been doing the same thing. Yeah. Just FYI, those of you that have been reporting my shit, if it gets age restricted, I'm gonna post it again. I'm gonna re-edit it, post it again and again. And you're not doing anything to me. It's you're trying to stop something from being on the internet, and I'm just gonna keep putting it on the internet. That's how that's gonna work. Because I don't care if it only gets 1,000 views. As long as it's sitting there and it's got a little green symbol next to it, I'm happy. Because I know you're not. If you got to skip an ad to watch you melt down on my channel, well, I win. I win. Here's the deal. Educational. What are you going to learn? How to hate the government harder over there? Have a good day, folks.